This is the sixth and last part of the last day of summer. She'd asked Otto, "What's happening here?" Otto could only think of the camera dangling from his neck. He removed his pad from his back pocket, scribbled some thoughts. Otto's legendary log, volume 19, entry number 94. Today was normal as a day could be in Logan County until Mr. Flux and the stranger showed up. The stranger was very clear we weren't to take any more pictures, but didn't explain why. Now Grandma can't move. Deduction, this can't be a coincidence. But how does it all relate? Otto said, I have a hunch, but we should go into town to confirm. She'd said, shouldn't we do something about Grandma? Something like what? Ventriloquist Grandma said, alarmed. They tried tipping her backwards, Otto pushing, she'd catching. It was like trying to push down a tree. They each grabbed an arm and tried to lift her. They'd have had better luck lifting the house. She'd really stuck, said She'd, sweating from the strain. Can we move anything? Otto thought about the way the screen door had been stuck, then unstuck when they first arrived home. Let's find out. He tried sliding one of the chairs from beneath the kitchen table. At first it wouldn't budge, but slowly it gave, like coming loose from strong glue. Otto continued the experiment. He could pick up forks, spoons, and knives easily. When he tried his Frosty Loops cereal, it was tough for a second or two, but eventually peeled away from the counter. She'd struggled with the refrigerator door, but got it after a few good yanks. Cabinets opened fine and a little extra tug. They could lift Grandma's biggest, heaviest pot from beneath the counter when they worked together. They sat on the floor, panting from the effort. Otto scribbled entry number 95. Small things equals easy to move. Medium things equals a little tougher. Teamwork helps. But we couldn't move Grandma, even though we worked together. Why? Deduction. Grandma is too big to move. He showed Sheed and his cousin nodded. Sounds about right. Otto scribbled more notes, spoke to himself. If Grandma's too big to move under the current conditions, does that mean all people are? Don't call me big, boy, Grandma said. Sorry. Sheed said, you try the phone? Then checked it himself. A little sticky, but lifted the handset easy enough. No dial tone, though. He dropped it back into the cradle. The camera. Mr. Flux said it was supposed to capture the best time of our lives. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Otto stood, unable to look his cousin in the eye. Let's go to town, then we'll know. Once we know, we can fix it. He almost said, like we always do, but couldn't muster the confidence. Grandma said, please hurry, boys. I've got an itch.